Alright, so I came back into the inn to heal, and I noticed a glowing spot on this dresser, which says A to examine. What is this? Horton's diary. Truly, the power of the asterisk knows no bounds. My brother was a formidable warrior, and yet I was able to overcome him with ease, and bare-handed no less. All I need to do is concoct a story about him being kicked to death by a rampaging horse. And, no one will be any the wiser, at last. Nothing stands in the way of my becoming the Prime Minister. Now all that remains is to marry off the bothersome Princess Gloria to someone suitably compliant, and appropriate the Wind Crystal. The only potential fly in the ointment is her insufferable chaperone, Sir Sloane. Still, none of the mercenaries I have engaged shan't be able to handle. If I lend them the asterisks Lord Adam gave me, they should make short work of him. It's a foolproof plan, and then when it succeeds, and succeed it shall, Halcyone shall be mine. Interesting. I don't know if that's been there since the beginning of the game. It probably has. If I were to have read it, it probably would have filled me in on a little bit of backstory a little bit more quickly, but anyway, where do I need to go next for the next side quest that I want to do? Alright, so here we are in or around Wiswald, and there are 2 quests that I can do on the overworld around here. Let me just fell some of these trees so that I can see what I'm looking for a little bit better. That is a Hawkeye, which is a decent axe. I was using it a bit earlier. And alright, do I have to, around here, just fight some monsters? Let me see what the quest log has to say. Nope, that was the correct menu. Quest log, mend and demend. I need to collect some Veronica oil. Some beastie bashing. Okay, so that is a monster drop. I will just look for some monsters around here. I do not actually see any right now, because they keep running away from me. Get back here, you. Okay, I found some Veronica oil, and I guess I can just go back to town. While I'm on the overworld, before I go into town and come out of town or anything, is there, Can I run down the other one as well? You know what? Never mind. Town is right here. I'll just put up with the loading screen and deliver this to whoever wanted it. I think this was one of the kids in, like, the underground area who wanted it or something like that. Let's see. So I've been thinking about one of the criticisms I saw of Bravely Default 2 very early on. Like on the first or second day it was out. Yeah, I'm going down here. Is, a couple people were of the opinion that it was very level grindy. I have not found that to be the case, which I'm happy about, because I don't like level grinding, and my usual opinion on level grinding is that if you have to do it in a game, the game has probably done something wrong design-wise.
That's great, thank you.
Thank me when the job's done. Speaking of which, shall we get started?
Wowzers! Where did you learn to fix tents like that, laddie?
I used to be a sailor, so I was always climbing up and down masts, repairing sails. I learned how to patch and oil them pretty good. It may seem like a small thing, but out at sea, it can make all the difference. My shipmates used to call me the lifesaver.
Gosh.
It's a little different now, though. These days, it's my friends saving my life instead.
You're far too modest. Perhaps you do put your life on the line rather too eagerly, but I wouldn't be here if it weren't for you. You give me courage. The courage to continue fighting.
Thanks, Gloria. That means a lot.
It does? Well, I was merely stating a fact.
If you say so. But, thanks. Anyway, enough chatting. Let's get these repairs finished up, huh?
That was the most awkward side quest cutscene ever. Part of chat sometimes like to disappear if I go through a loading screen without reading them, so I'm just gonna do this here. Alright, that stuttered a little bit, more than usual on start. At least I think it did. You fixed that tent up good. Guess you learn a lot when you're at sea, huh? Oh yeah, so much can go wrong. Torn sails, split masts, you need to know how to fix it all. Sounds like a tough gig. Aye, but as you showed us, there's skills that stand you in a good stead elsewhere in life as well. You had the thing patched up in no time flat. I couldn't believe my eyes. If you can't work fast, you go down quick. That's the lessons that I learned the hard way. So what's it like being a sailor? Most of the time, it's pretty boring. You see the same faces every day and mostly the same view too. That's why putting into port is so exciting. Didn't you miss home? Oh, sure. Most of us did every once in a while. but just as many wound up feeling more at home out on the ocean. Guess that's why so many retired sailors wind up running inns right on the seafront. That way, they can keep an eye on the tide and talk about it with their customers, too. The best of both worlds, huh? Ha! That explains why the barmen at sea taverns always look like they've just rolled out of a hammock. Indeed. Anyway, my usual opinion on level grinding in games is that if you have to do it, you shouldn't have to do it, and if you have to, the game has done something wrong. And I did see, when this game first came out, there were some people who were complaining about having to, and I haven't really found that to be the case. There was the one Prince Caster fight, which I wasn't thrilled with, because I didn't level grind for that, but I did, or at least I didn't level grind much. I did put my entire team on the Vanguard, and that was the only way that I was able to find to, like, be able to stand up to any of his hits without going down in one, which feels like not optimal design for other reasons, because at least by that point in the game, that was not like early on in the game or anything. You have several job levels at your disposal. You should be able to mix and match them in different ways to dispatch bosses. The Lily fight was a little bit of a challenge. I had to try that one out in a couple ways with different loadouts. It's not pointing in here, is it? Before I found something that really allowed me to do the job. But in that one, I didn't really feel like there was only one solution to the fight. That one, it felt like I was just looking around until I found a setup, a loadout that I liked using and that I was able to use. I'm sure if I were to have tried some other job classes and equipment and abilities and whatever, there would have been other solutions. But yeah, I'm about, what, 40 hours into the game now, and I've been pretty much about where I think I'm supposed to be in terms of difficulty pretty much the entire time. Oh, this is the one that's in the woods, isn't it? This is gonna be hard. Oh, all that fog is gone. You know what? I can probably explore this place properly now. For the most part, I haven't skipped any fights. There have been a couple sections where I just don't feel like fighting anything when I'm trying to, like, talk about something, and I, let's see, it's up here. It's beyond the save point. There have been a couple moments when I haven't felt like fighting something, and when I've, instead just, like, avoided enemies or run away from fights or whatever. But I feel like I'm about where I'm supposed to be. Oh, cutscene.
No sign of our guy here, but there's plenty of places to get lost around these parts.
Help! Somebody help me!
That doesn't sound good.
It came from over there. Quickly.
Alright, this is the music that plays when you fight one of the special monsters. Unique monsters, as I've been calling them. And, okay, do we have to beat up a tree? A plant? A devil snare? Whatever?
Don't worry, we're here to help.
I guess we do. But yeah, I feel like I'm pretty well matched against most of the bosses. Some of them are obviously a little bit more or a little bit less difficult. I can slow down the battle to a presentable speed. But there haven't been any that have been like, oh my god, what am I gonna do here? Or anything like that. So, let's start out by scanning you. And I can actually scan you with the Freelancer as my main ability now, which is cool. And Gwillem is gonna do his thing. Yeah, I don't have any intro on you so far. What's square one, by the way? That is, removes various status effects from a target. Okay. That's like a Freelancer version of a Basuna. Alright, so you have 30,000 HP, you reach to Dark Daggers and Swords. I don't think I have Dark Daggers or Swords on anybody. As always, I can go and switch my equipment, as I learned not too long ago, but I have an A in Swords. Let me equip a sword. But other than that, I will have to fight you the hard way. Dark especially. I don't have anything that can do dark damage besides items. Let's see. I'm just gonna throw around a Kiraga. I am not concerned at all with how much NP it costs to use the full power heal move, just because Elvis has so much NP to begin with. Does he also have one of the abilities equipped that reduces the amount of MP that I need? I think he might. Anyway. I can switch you onto a sword later, maybe, too. We'll see. Alright, none too scary so far.
What's the plan?
Right, let's see.
I feel like switching out my weapons to things that to types that things are weak to will probably be doing me well in the future. I need to remember that I can do that.
You're about to witness my
Alright.
true power.
Gloria, you are weak to swords. I have a sword, right? That's a sword. And, let me start by... Alright, that's not... I guess having my agility go up will be nice. You only have 30,000 HP, so this probably isn't going to be the worst. In terms of, like, how long it takes. I'll probably be done with this in 5-10 minutes, I think.
Crystals guide us.
Maybe a little longer, if you whip out something scary later on. Anyway, artistry, splatter. We know the routine. You are defaulting. So I guess I'll just, I'll stab you. And, not waste a BP. And on the next turn, I'll, when you're not defaulting anymore, I'll do something. Alright, that's a whipping move. Have fun with that. Elvis, don't care. I guess I could lower your physical attack or something like that. And, Draconis. Oh, now I have the move that can penetrate default. I should do that. Let me see how much damage that does compared to this. Alright, that's 800. I feel like the HP recovery is the more important part of that move. This is probably going to do a lot more. Yeah, okay, I need to use that one. I need to use the default penetrating move instead as my, like, default Dragoon attack. Alright. Anyway, we're just going to whack you in the face a little bit with the Seer Spear. That's going to do a little bit of damage, but not too much. The music is probably going to stop soon. I am not too bothered by that since I'm not really making use of the bonuses or anything like that. It's more the splatter that I want to do a lot of damage before that expires. Alright, so... I'm just gonna keep mercy smashing you. That does a lot. 1,000 times 4. Please don't. Alright, I can deal with that. Elvis has healing moves. Adele is not in great shape, but that's also fine, honestly, really, because she's not going to be doing much for this fight. Sorry, Adele. You did a lot in some of the other ones, throwing off fireballs left and right, but you can take a break for this one. All right, you're still daubed. This is gonna use 50 MP, which is definitely a lot, but this is gonna be at 10,000 damage by the time my turn is done. And I think, alright, so let's start moving again. Elvis. Gloria's gonna need some MP. First I'm going to, you know what, hang on. Let's give Gloria MP first to get that out of the way. Artistry. I will splatter you. I'm gonna just call it splatter because it's easier to say than daub. And it sounds less weird. And physical defense. Indefensible. Physical defense. I'm gonna lower your physical defense even further. So this should be... I should be able to probably finish you off in the next turn between myself and Gloria. With the defense down. I should be able to do enough damage to take you out this way. I can use Agnon, whatever. Angon. Many different ways I can mispronounce this. You're hitting through the default. It doesn't look like you're hitting through the default. You're doing a lot more damage before. It doesn't look like you're hitting through the default. I don't know whether or not I should believe that text. Anyway. Yeah, whatever. Brave, see what I care. Like I said, not the scariest of enemies. Easy does it. And easy does it on you. Do not need artistry. Can save that for a harder fight. And Gloria. Gloria may be able to take you down with 4. Actually, by definition, I won't be able to take you down with Mercy Smash, but I should be able to make it come pretty close. Bonk. Bonk. I love that sound. Hey, can I actually capture you? Are you counted as a boss? Can I actually capture you? Gonna try that next time Gloria's turn comes around. And you're braving. And there goes me. Alright, well, Elvis is gonna come up first. Elvis is just gonna raise. That's fine. Boy, all the magic spells I've used in this battle have hardly even put a dent in Elvis's magic attack. Adele, sorry. You are going to breathe on you, and I guess I won't get a chance to catch you, because thanks. Thanks, Gwillem. I am now level 37, level 7 Dragoon. Alright, and no items obtained. Cool. This is gonna continue with the cutscene at any rate.
Thanks. Are you the merchant with the Wiswald connection? Your friend asked us to come find you.
He did? Well, thank goodness you managed to track me down. You really got me out of a jam there. I couldn't find my way out, and then those monsters started chasing me. Oh, it was horrible. It was horrible.
You know why they call it the Wayward Woods, right?
Well, I do now. What a place. There I was, trying my best to get out, only to keep ending up back in the same spot.
Oh, sounds like you've had quite a scare. Well, you're all right now. Come on, let's get you back to town.
Alright, take the Lost Merchant back to town. Fortunately, I'm pretty sure that does not mean an escort quest, and it just means that, if anything, you're gonna be, like, tagging along in my party or something like that. But, regardless, I don't think there's anything left for me in the Wayward Woods. Let me teleport stone my way out of here. And then... Are we gonna Wiswald, or is this the one who was, by, the Snowlands? Whatever they're called. Okay, so we are indeed looking for Rheimdall. There is an NPC up at the top of the stairs over here who is apparently looking for their friends. I don't remember exactly where they were, but I vaguely remember an NPC who is looking for one of their merchant friends or something like that. Alright. Sooner or later, I will progress with the main story, but for now, it's side quest time. This is probably going to take up a couple videos. You there! I found your dude.
Yeah, and not a moment too soon. He was about to get eaten by monsters.
He's not joking. If this lot hadn't happened along when they did, I'd have been a goner for sure.
You had me worried. I turned around and suddenly you were gone.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened. I was right with you the whole time, and then I looked up and you just weren't there. Those Wayward Woods are rotten though, aren't they? It's like they're designed to be deliberately confusing.
Well, anyway, you're both here now, and in one piece too.
We are indeed. Thanks again. I owe you more than words can say.
Right, are you ready for this meeting?
Oh, you bet.
Boy, there is a weirdly large amount of frame lag issues in that one. I'm getting a lot of gold. I feel like gold is not the most useful item to me right now. I would like to be getting, like, spears or something like that. Anyway. Game, seriously. Alright, Nintendo Switch is trying its best. The Wayward Woods. There's something about plunging into the forest that really gets me going. It's like stepping into a whole other world. Makes me want to just keep on exploring until I've rooted out every last secret there is to find, you know? Yeah, I know what you mean. Guess there's an explorer inside us all, huh? You bet there is. Deep down, we all just want to roam the woods, building dens and whittling implements. And you wonder why we wind up having to go and rescue people who get lost. I can certainly see the appeal in the idea of exploring the woods, but one must be careful. Careful indeed. Where's the romance in careful, eh? Getting lost is half the fun. And the more lost you get, the more proud you can be when you finally emerge back in civilization. Back when I was training, I used to deliberately lose myself in the Wayward Woods just so that I can find my way out again. You did what? But that is so dangerous. Anything could have happened to you. But it didn't, did it? And it sharpened my senses like you wouldn't believe. Deliberately getting lost, it does sound very dangerous. Yeah, I'd say you're lucky to be alive. But it really sharpened your senses. That's pretty cool. You go getting any stupid ideas. One reckless idiot is more than enough. Alright. Fun times with Elvis. Let me go and see what other quests I can turn on. Gone Fishing and The Ultimate Stew are also out in the Frostlands over here. That quest maybe reminds me of some things. I can't say I go getting myself lost on purpose, because that sounds like a terrible idea. Even though we have, like, modern inventions such as cars and phones with internet connections and access to Google Maps. I would rather not get myself lost on purpose and spend a lot of time and energy and all that and gasoline getting myself home. But I do often when I go places, I do not use a map to get home, even if it's somewhere where I don't know where I am and I don't know how to get back. I do often, unless I'm like in an extreme hurry or something, I do often try and see if I can navigate my way home through the highways of New Jersey without using a map. And let's see, do I need to fight some guys here? And most of the time, come on, the A button, there we go. Snow couch obtained. Most of the time, the answer is yes, I am able to, which is fun. There's a bit of a methodology to finding like the main arteries of like the big interstates in the state, like I guess in my case, in the case of New Jersey, Interstate 78 or 287 up here in the north. I guess there's always the Parkway. What? This was not... This teleported me back to... Is that right? Alright, you know what?